YouTube, what a YouTube down on this TV. I'm your host Dre, and got a video coming from Steele podcast. It's my first time ever coming across. I say crossed. Coming across Miss Sage Steele. Showed up on my TikTok timeline, and the clip that I guess was recommended to me is a pretty good one. I never seen it before, but I heard stories about it. Well, actually, I heard the former president talk about it when he was negotiating with the Taliban. But this is my first time actually hearing from another witness that was actually in the atmosphere of the president at the time when the negotiations were going down. But yeah, Sage Steele's first time I ever came across any of her videos or actually heard of her. I think I heard about her before, and I haven't seen the full video with Wesley Hunt and Byron Donalds, but I will get to it when I have a little more free time. But I just want to talk about this clip a little bit that really stuck out to me. And like I said, it's the first time I actually heard it from somebody else's mouth other than the former president. It kind of gave me chills because it seems like Trump didn't really take any mess. I mean, I know he had advisors, but when he was the president, it seemed like stuff was getting done and nobody really messed with us like I had for series and things like that. But let's let the man talk about it, Mr. Byron Donald.
I know we got to touch this. Yeah. Because you brought up what we do for the world. When the world's in trouble, we show up. Joe Biden, the man is awful. He's terrible at this job. America knows he's terrible at the job.
Everyone knows. This is not a conversation.
We have lost 7 United States embassies under his presidency.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So we have embassies all over the world in every country. That is essentially sovereign American territory. Under his watch, we have had to evacuate 7 United States embassies.
I did not know that.
That has never happened in American history.
So weak
never.
We are. That's how weak we are.
That's how weak we are on the world stage. What? That's how bad it is.
Okay, help me. Why has that happened? Why are we evacuating? Because there's no protection, there's no fear?
I'm gonna say real quickly, and I'm gonna give it to Wesley.
Yeah.
When you are weak and our adversaries know you're weak, they push you. It's no different than the bully in the schoolyard. If you're timid and the bully knows he can get away with it, what happens? He comes for your lunch money every single week.
Yes.
Every single day.
Until you punch back.
Until you punch back. We have been weak under Joe Biden. And so our adversaries around the globe, big and small, know that they can push us. Go ahead, Wesley, you go. You can talk.
I'm going to give you my favorite President Trump story. This is my #1 favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban, while President Trump was still the president, President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal, meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we will start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules. It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they are talking to Taliban leadership in the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him.
Yes.
Tell
him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
Sure did.
Do you know for 18 months not a single American was killed in Afghanistan?
Sure did.
RNS right there. But I love hearing stories like that. But I know the left say, well, I hear talk shows say that the left doesn't brag enough about their accomplishments in comparison to the former president. But if they have stories like that, they need to start bragging about it, because it ain't looking good for him right now, in my opinion. But Yeah, that came across my TikTok feed, and like I said, I heard the former president talk about it, and it was just nice to actually hear somebody second that actually happened. But let me know what y'all think about the video, and I will watch the full video of the show with Wesley Hunt and Byron Donalds. I need to get my hairline like Mr. Donald, man. Mine's kind of receding a little bit, but it's all right. I heard a wise man say it comes with age and wisdom. But down on News TV, I'm your host Dre. Y'all have a good evening.